Manu Tayal from Energetica India. Hi, this is Manu Tayal from Energetica India, and today we are here at REI 2022. And with us is Mr. Avinash Hiranandani, Global CEO and MD, Renewsys. Hi, sir, how are you?
Hi Manu, how are you? I'm fine.
Thank you, sir. Sir, first of all, congratulations, you have won 2 awards. Please, can you brief us on this?
Yes, we are very happy to win these 2 awards. It came as a surprise to us, and although we were shortlisted in the categories, but the competition was tough, and we are very happy, especially with our Innovation Award. It gives us a big high that being in India, we win Innovation Awards. If you want me to tell you about the awards were mainly for our new backsheet, which is a transparent backsheet which replaces glass on the backside of the module, and also for polyolefin elastomer POE, which is a very important factor when you make glass to glass panels. So we are very excited, and we are already planning some new innovations for next year.
Sir, can you please brief us about all your expansion plans? We already know that you have a lot of plans for India.
So this is going to be a long message, because Renewsys, we started off making EVA and backsheet. Today we are India's leading, if not number one, EVA and backsheet manufacturer. So in EVA now we have started also making POE. EVA and POE together are called encapsulants. We make different types of backsheet, including the new transparent backsheet that we have made now. Our capacity in Bangalore, where we make encapsulants and backsheet, is 3 gigawatts of encapsulants and 4 gigawatts of backsheet. We run pretty full almost the whole year. That is why we are adding more capacity now. We will be adding 2 new encapsulant lines, and also we have enhanced our backsheet capacity. Simultaneously, we are also working on new projects in Patalganga in New Bombay. We have added a gigawatt module making line where we can use M10 and M12 wafers in cells in our modules. And we have acquired a new piece of land where we can add and will be adding 13 gigawatts of encapsulant as we go along, depending on how much capacity is being added by the module manufacturers. On the cell front, we have in Hyderabad a 100 megawatt line and a 30 megawatt line. We are talking to some partners, and together with them, we will be expanding our cell capacity. It is a little early for me to announce how much capacity we will be adding, but we are definitely looking at cell capacity. In our Hyderabad factory, where currently we are making poly modules, we will also be expanding that to make modules with PERC technology and TOPCon technology going forward with our new lines. So it's an exciting time in India. You will hear most of the manufacturers talking about expansions. All this is mainly thanks to the government and the government's plan to add capacity up to 2030, and also for bringing in the basic custom duty on modules and cells. So there is a tremendous excitement in this sector as we go along.
So by when these expansion plans will be? You have expected 2025 or?
No, we will be planning earlier. By 2024, most of the lines will be in place for us.
So overall investment, you can tell us about what will be?
So we are planning, depends now which lines we add when, but overall we'll be investing about 2,000 crores into India.
By 2024.
By 2024.
Sir, can you please tell us about what, there are a lot of manufacturers who are in modules and cells also, people are coming in. And what about wafers, ingots?
So today, as per my understanding, the capacity at modules will very soon reach, in 1 year, 1.5 years, will reach close to 40 gigawatts. The government has recently announced a new PLI scheme that will be coming in anytime, or they have already announced the quantum also, 19,600 crores. That should bring in another 40 to 60 gigawatt of manufacturing capacity into India, taking the module capacity to 100 gigawatt. Now when module makers say 100 gigawatt capacity, is not that they are really producing 100 gigawatts. So we'll be close to producing 50 gigawatts, and if India emerges as an export hub and as a second option to China, that should help us to export about 20-25 gigawatts globally. So the domestic capacity in India will require about 30-35 gigawatt plus an export of 20-25 gigawatt will take care of everybody and all the expansions that are planned now in the module side. Cell is little more expensive than modules, it needs more capex, but as per my understanding, we will be close to at least 40 to 50 gigawatts in cell technology, different technology very soon. So once cell is available in India, I'm sure there'll be ingot and wafer capacity also coming in. In the PLI scheme, the government has already announced this money all for all four segments, making ingots, making wafers, making cells and modules. So that will encourage people to go in for most needed polysilicon manufacturing, ingot manufacturing that was not available in India till now. Although we are way behind China, China capacities are close to 350 gigawatts. But yes, at least it's a start, and this time we are very sure because the demand side is strong. And even at that exhibition, you will see the whole world is coming here now. Whoever can travel is here. So there's a lot of interest in the India story. So I'm sure with all these encouragements from the government and the enthusiasm of the business sector, solar sector will rise very fast.
This entire chain of manufacturing from ingots, wafers, cells, it will how much? It will take time. So should we compete properly with China?
So as we are growing, China is growing. Now I don't think we should be in competition to China. We should see what our country needs, what our energy needs, and can we fulfill them with our own manufacturing side. We should not say in China is 350 gigawatts, so when will we reach 350 gigawatts? I don't think we should be in that race at all. China today, they have come to a certain level, we have to respect that. And they are supplying to all over the world gigawatt orders. In India, we don't have factories where we can take a single order of 1 gigawatt. But we are getting there. Our people are adding the capacity. So we'll have to give everybody time and space to grow.
Sir, can you tell us, please? There are a lot of people are saying that PLI is not for SMEs. What are your views on that?
PLI is not for SME. Yes, PLI is not for SME because it's a big ticket item. It's a big ticket item. You need lot more capex in PLI. So you can't say that every initiative that the government will give initiative not for you. Government will give initiative or give benefits for what the country also needs. So you cannot say that government should only take care of one segment of the industry and forget about the country's needs. Today our country is growing. Population will cross everything, like we'll be the biggest in the world. So our energy demand, energy need is going up. So we need to be energy independent, as simple as that. The geopolitics will force us to become energy independent. So you need people in the big sector, you need people in the small sector. The small sector gives employment. The big sector will do the big ticket items. So you need both. So I have no objection or no qualms about saying that yes, PLI is definitely needed for the big capex items.
Sir, can you please tell us, do you feel any, as you are working for so many years in this industry, so still you are facing some challenges?
So India has to, so what happens is, I'll give you some examples of a simple item in a module, which is a encapsulant, because I'm from that industry. So anti-dumping duty was announced about 2.5 years ago in the encapsulant segment, that is mainly in the EVA. After that, in about a year's time, 8 or 10 manufacturers came up hoping to capture this market. They are really struggling today, and they are resorting to ways which are not correct. But because they have invested in it, so India has to realize that when they are making panels, it is part of the energy infrastructure. Panels have to last 25 years. So everybody who's in this sector has to be highly quality conscious. If they mess around with quality on price, it will be a big damage, not only to them, but to the industry also. So my request or my suggestion to anybody who's entering this sector or this business is to ensure that they are giving a product that is going to last for the warranty that they are giving, which in this case is 25 years. This is one of the challenges. The other challenge, or the bigger level, has been that the government policy has been changing from time to time. But this time around, after the BCD has come in, what information I have, the government is very keen and very strong that the policy that they have brought in, it will stay with that policy. So this is now gives everybody, and that's why you're seeing the capacity coming in, announcements coming in. Wherever you go, everybody, small or big, will tell you that we are expanding our capacity.
So, being bigger players, you also face investment challenges.
So we are not a bigger player. Okay, we are bigger than many. Today we are in the top 5 module manufacturers and suppliers in India. But there are bigger players, more bigger than us, who are coming in the whole value chain. So the challenge is, yes, we used to face a lot of challenge in getting investment for capital to get bank loans. But those things have changed. Performances in solar industries have slightly improved. Manufacturers. So there is interest in manufacturing segment now. So mainly the funding challenges have now substantially reduced.
So, you export as well.
Yes.
So, can you please tell us your markets?
So we are exporting our encapsulant and backsheet all over the world, right from US to Europe to Middle East. So wherever there are module makers, to Russia, wherever Poland, wherever there are module manufacturers, we are there offering them our products. Mainly the encapsulant, POE, EVA or backsheet. On the module side, cells we are not exporting because that gets consumed in India. On the module side also, maximum gets consumed in India. Now there is a duty in India, and we are exporting about 5 to 7% of our product outside. But as the capacity adds on, we will be able to export more and bring in the forex that India also needs.
You also feel price competition?
So in modules, there is price competition, which is healthy, which eventually helps the end user who's buying the panels. So we are in a good space. Competition is good. Healthy competition is good. So when people are making quality panels, competition is welcome, and it's in fact very good. It keeps everybody agile. It helps you to reduce costs at your own end and produce a panel which will be worthy and having a life of 25 years. So competition is welcome. Price competition is also welcome. There's no problems around that.
So, rupee depreciation impacts business?
Definitely, rupee depreciation definitely impacts us. But like in any other business, it makes exports more lucrative. So we'll see where eventually it goes. 2 or 3% also affects us, but not as much that suddenly we start exporting a lot of products. But if rupee depreciates more, then exports will be lucrative. But currently, because a lot of the inputs in a panel are imported, it affects us in costs, and it increases the costs of manufacturing.
What will be your suggestions to the policy makers so that industry will become more helpful for you? And
So-
was it true?
So today, what I have seen and my interaction with various associations and with our Honorable Power Minister and with the MNRE, they are also very keen to support the manufacturing sector. They do not want to leave the manufacturing sector behind. All of us as an industry and as the ministry are jointly working through various forums and various associations how we can support the manufacturing sector. So our suggestions go to the ministry through various associations, various white papers that we submit, and then what best can come out of it. So we are on the same side today. We are not on two different sides. We are on the same side. That is the main thing. The thoughts are matching, that the manufacturing sector needs to grow in India today. So my suggestions are many, but no policy changes very often. That is very important. That is the main suggestion, and that will give everybody the time needed to grow a business. Business cannot grow next month and fall the following month. It needs a longevity of 2-3 years to sustain and grow. The competition is tough from nearby countries, but manufacturing is growing. That itself is a sign that some policy is working. That is why everybody is adding capacity. So the way we are working jointly with the government, that should continue. That is my main suggestion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.